Hello, hello everybody. How are we doing today? I am so good. I hope you guys are too. My hair is a little crazy today, but that's okay. I hope you guys are awesome. I'm really excited for this recipe. I love using my Rockcrok, so I'm excited to show you guys another recipe with the Rockcrok because it really is super, super handy to have. Hoping today that I can see the comments. Hello, Maggie, how are you? Because last time I was on my show, I could not see the comments, and that added a little bit of a struggle to the process, but hopefully I can see them today. Yes, Jason, notoriously late these days. I used to always be on time, and now I'm always late. Hello, Jamie and Alice, Danielle, Maggie, Patrick, Courtney. What is up, you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I am just going to share this to a couple of places, and then we will get started. I'm super excited to make this soup today. One of the main reasons is because I am using my Rockcrok that I get to cook in, and I love using it because it's so handy. I used to be totally anti-microwave, but now with my Rockcrok, I let it sneak into my life every once in a while. If I can't do it in the air fryer, I'll do it in the microwave. So it's going to be fun. We're making a soup, a cauliflower potato soup, and we are going to sneak in a little bit of our pea protein powder from Pampered Chef. What's super awesome is they come in big pouches now with just a little scoop in it, so it's easier for you, easier to add it into recipes with your family. If you ever struggle like I do to get your kids to eat certain vegetables, this kind of takes the guesswork out of it, which is really nice. It doesn't add any flavor, but it adds a ton of nutrients, which is a huge bonus in my book. So we are going to add it, and I'm going to let you guys know the honest opinions to see if my kids love it or hate it. Hello, Carol, Danielle, Rose, how are you, Deb? Tabitha, hello. Eva, hello. Tanya, welcome back. Cassidy, Maureen, Jaden, hello. Jessica. Ooh, processing tomatoes, yummy. Sandy, I got a late start on my garden, so nothing is ready but the lettuce, but that's okay. Thank you for tagging your friends, Patrick. Hello, Eileen. Don't forget, 40, 80, 120 live views. We do giveaways for each step that we go up, and remember, I have changed the rules of the giveaway, so just keep that in mind, that we have changed it up a little bit. Hello, Angela, how are you? So you've hit the 40 live views. We just need 40 more to do 2 giveaways today. So we are gonna get started. We are gonna do 1.5 pounds of russet potatoes. So this is a 5-pound bag, so I'm just gonna grab about 3 medium potatoes out of the bag. See if I can get some good ones in here. Let's put this one back. So we want about 3 medium potatoes, 1.5 pounds, not too crazy. I'm just gonna wash mine off. Make sure you wash yours off. It's helpful to use a scrubby brush if you have one. If you don't have a scrubby brush, using our Pampered Chef double-sided brush is super helpful with cleaning off potatoes. So what I like to do is I like to use my double-sided brush in the sink, and you just sit and just scrub some of the nooks and crannies to get some of that extra dirt out of there, since potatoes are ground vegetables. Eileen, so when I get them from the store, just like this, you want to store them in a cool, dry, dark place. That is how they will last the longest. I do not wash any of my fruits and vegetables right away when I come from the store. They will mold a lot faster. So I just wash them as I need them. Yes, thank you, Jason. Have to be present to win at the end of the show. Yes, you guys, those are the flowers I forgot to show you guys last time. Those are from my coworkers at Pampered Chef. We have a team of about 20 people right now, and they all pitched in and got me some beautiful flowers and a cookie bouquet. Interesting, Patrick. I do not store, most of my vegetables I do not store in the fridge. Usually it's too cold and damp in there for them, so I do keep them out of it. How are you, Jen? Yes, Eileen, I like it a lot better. I have been just wasting giveaways because they aren't around and they don't claim them, which obviously is nice for my bank account, but isn't so nice for the whole point of giving stuff away to those of you that are watching. So we've got our potatoes. We are going to peel them really quick. I am just going to use one of my peelers with Pampered Chef. What I love about it is you can get them in a 3-pack and they all peel a different way, so you can add designs and stuff to what you're peeling. This one is kind of zigzags. This one is kind of open mouth teeth. It's hard to see with the cases on them. So that one you can see has a design to it. I like to use these when I am peeling stuff like cucumbers that you see inside of a salad so that you can make them look really, really pretty. Hello, Thelma, how are you? So we're just gonna peel these potatoes really, really quick. Our peelers are awesome. They seem super simple, and peelers don't need to be fancy. They don't have to be crazy. I am going to leave some of the skin on the potato because that is where a lot of the nutrients is inside of a potato. So if you like the outside of the potato, I would say you are fine leaving most of it on like I am, because that, like I said, that is where a lot of our vitamins and stuff are. Another reason why I like to peel potatoes is because then you can see where some imperfections may be, or if it secretly has mold on the inside of it. We will obviously see that as well when we cut them lengthwise for the recipe. Hello, Mike, how are you? Good evening. Giant warehouse at 42 degrees. Hello, Thelma, you are so sweet. Made baked ziti today. I saw a recipe for a baked ziti that I really want to try, and it looked so good, but I don't remember where I saw it. So we are gonna cut our potatoes lengthwise. I'm gonna cut them in half and then in half again. The recipe doesn't really say other than cutting them in half lengthwise, but I am going to do them twice lengthwise. I'm using my Santoku knife. It is my favorite knife for cutting stuff like this. Not too crazy like our big chef's knives, but not little like our paring or our tomato knives. So that's what I like to do. We are going to add the potatoes into our Rockcrok. This is the Dutch Oven Rockcrok, so it is the biggest one that we sell now. We used to sell the XL, but we don't carry it anymore. A Rockcrok is awesome, you guys. It can go on the stove, in the oven, in the microwave, you name it, it can go there. Yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't look pretty. That's why I just call it an imperfection. Nothing crazy, but just an imperfection. That's all. Yes, keeping you in our prayers, Sheila. I hope everybody is doing okay there. All right, so we've got our potatoes cut in here lengthwise. Then we need half of a cup of vegetable broth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do half a cup of water. I'm just gonna steal this water right here. Half a cup of water, and then I am just going to use my Better Than bouillon. So I am going to add the water in, and for half a cup, I want half a teaspoon of the bouillon. I like this. I don't like having to keep stock because it takes up a lot of room in the fridge and goes bad. You're supposed to use it, you know, within a certain amount of time after you've opened it, and I never do. My recipes are always spread out enough that I don't need it. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. Normally with Better Than bouillon, you want to boil the water, put the bouillon in, and then stir it, and then it's done. But since we are putting it in the microwave and heating up the water anyway, I'm just gonna skip that step. Hello, Linda, how are you? Yes, you are welcome, Deb. Hello, Kelly, how are you? Okay, so we've got our potatoes in here, we've got our broth in here, and we are gonna microwave, covered with the lid that comes with the Rockcrok, microwavable as well, for 11 minutes. So 11 minutes on the clock. Yes, Carissa. So we are shipping from July 6th right now, and they said once we hit September, they will drastically decrease from there. 3 or 4 days ago, we opened our second line up in the shipping warehouse, which means we are working twice as fast. And in the middle of September, I believe, we're going to be opening the third line. So we will be all caught up. Our main delay right now isn't technically shipping. Unfortunately, it is stock of the items, but we are also improving on that. They're hoping by September, our backstock items will slowly, drastically decrease as well. Thank you, guys. Came from Food Truck Festival in Oak Park. Oh, I forgot that was happening. I am so sad. Hello, Yvonne. How are you? Thank you for sharing, Linda. So we've got our potatoes in the microwave, and they're cooking right now. Meanwhile, we are going to grate our cheese, and I'm just going to grate it into a bowl. You just want about 4 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. So I am going to open this up and get it grated for us. Just grab a bowl. This is our coarse grater, you guys. Hello, Ashley. How are you? What I like about it is it's easy for storing. It's not huge and big like a normal grater. You know, this one right here that I've had forever takes up so much room in my cupboard, where this one is so much smaller, easy. Throw it in a drawer. It has a protective cover on it so you can't hurt yourself as easily as with an open-faced grater like I have. Hello, Amber. How are you? Yes, Kelly. I'm excited to use it today. I've snuck it into a few recipes, but I'm excited to try it in this one. So this is the pea protein, and it comes in a resealable bag as long as you open it the right way, unlike I did. I opened it the wrong way, but it does come with a little scoop on the inside now too. We have another kind of subscription type item coming to Pampered Chef. What I'm excited about that is it is like a taste buds is what it's called, and you get recipes and you get spices or seasonings to try out. You get enough for a meal to try, and I'm excited for that new kind of subscription type feature. It's a surprise every month for us and for you if you sign up for this subscription, so I'm excited to try it out. You guys, I just love how easy this grades this all up. Yes, Jessica, you need it. I am good, Amber, I am good. So you guys know me, I love cheese, so I'm going to grab my second prep bowl here. This is about 7 ounces of a block, so I have done already probably the 4 ounces it needs for the recipe, but it says to have a little bit for topping the soup as well, and I cannot pass that up. What I also like about this, you guys, is if you don't want to be all dangerous like I am, you just stick this in here, you poke these little prongs through it, hold it. Oh, sorry. There we go. I was doing it wrong. Stick that in there. Now your cheese is on here, so you're not having to put your fingers at risk to be able to grate your cheese. I always like to play it on the edge here. I'm going to try my best to start using freshly grated cheese instead of the store-bought kind, so we will see how it goes in that transition for me to be using cheese that doesn't have as many preservatives in it and stuff like that. Hello, Cece and Cindy. Vicky, good question. That is a good question. I got mine as a part of my new consultant kit, so I actually haven't seen how much it is. I know Jason's probably moments away from giving you a price, but I am going to try and get you a price as well. Yes, I love all the cheeses, all the different types of cheeses. So our microplane coarse grater is $40 and the fine grater is $32. We do also offer a set that's $65 for both of them, but that is out of stock right now. I kind of really like our quick food prep grater, which is $100, but I think it would be worth it to have them all into one, but it is a lot bigger. Hello, Brent, how are you? All right, so we have our cheese all grated and all over my counter. I'm going to pop this out. like so, and just throw it into a tiny Ziploc bag. So I probably used about 6 ounces of the cheese for this recipe, 4 of it into the body of the soup, and then the other stuff to put on top. So we've got that there. Then we are going to get our cauliflower ready. Yes, you are welcome, Vicki. And we've got some cheese fans in the group now. Gonna dump off those potato peels, and then we are going to get ready to cut up our cauliflower. Hello, Sarah, how are you? I like when you guys jump on and say hello right away instead of calling you out. I have a friend here in North Dakota, and he says he tries to jump on and jump off as fast as he can so that I don't see his name, so that I can't call him out, which is funny. Because he was so confused how I was able to do it every single time. He didn't know that it tells me if I am Facebook friends with you, or if we have talked to each other on my website before, it tells me when you guys jump on. So he didn't know that that's how it worked and could not figure out how I was able to call him out every time he jumped on the show, which is so funny. All right, so I'm getting my head of cauliflower ready. I'm just pulling off the actual green part, being careful not to cut myself. Pop it off. Pull out some of this other stuff. Then I am going to cut it up into the little florets. We want about 6 ounces of cauliflower. How do I stay so fit out of eating all these yummy foods? So I actually am really, really good at portion control. That is how I was able to lose a lot of weight when my kids were first born. You know, I could eat an entire pizza, but I tried to not and eat only, you know, a piece or two. So that's really it as far as me eating this stuff. When I make those desserts, I had 1 piece of the cookie that I made on Sunday, and that was it. My coworker sent me a cookie bouquet, and I eat like a bite or 2 out of each cookie, and then I give the rest to my kids so that it's not there to tempt me. And then about 6 or 7 weeks ago, I started working out again, which I haven't done since I was in high school. So I actually work out for 35 minutes a day just in my living room following like a TV program. So I'm not going to say that it's easy work by any means. I gained 15 pounds during COVID. Thankfully, this apron hides it, which is always nice. Is it 33? 32. 32 for the fine grater. Yes, you guys, I love, love, love these mats. They come in sets of 3. There's the small and the big. These are the big ones. I love them because I don't have to rinse them off all the time as I'm cooking, because I can just switch to the other mat that I have. So I'm going to cut these up a little bit more into pieces so that they cook a little bit more evenly in the microwave once our potatoes are done. So you just want to prep your cauliflower. I'm sure you can use the frozen cauliflower if you cannot find it fresh at the grocery store, or if you don't feel like making a trip out. I would just recommend not cooking them as long in the microwave, since they are already technically cooked. You're just reheating them or steaming them up. So that is up to you if that's what you want to do for the recipe. I know it's sometimes hard. I ran to the grocery store for this recipe. Actually, I used to, like when I used to go out to a restaurant and I'd get my food, I'd ask for a to-go box right away with my food, and I would take it off of my plate. Take the pasta, cut it in half, put the rest into a to-go box, take my fries, put the half into a to-go box. I would do those things so that I didn't, you know, when you're sitting and you're eating and you're having fun and you're talking and catching up with your family or friends, you have a tendency to just keep eating because you're not really fully focused on your food. So I just took the temptation away, put it away in a to-go box, or if I'm here at the house, I just don't even serve myself too much. I start off small and just think, you know, if I'm still hungry, I can go back for more. And usually with my family these days, there isn't any leftovers to go back to, so that really, really helps too. I saw that, Jason. Hello, Sheila, how are you? And Brent. I do not count calories because I don't really like it. It's a lot of work, especially when you're making home cooked food like this. It's a lot of Googling and searching of how much is this and how much is that and typing it into your phone. I have just gotten really, really good at looking at the back of the box of anything pre-made, and if it says the serving size, that's what I eat. It sounds ridiculous because some serving sizes will say half of a cup, but that's what you eat because that's the serving size. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Yes, you guys, I'm so excited for this soup. Yes, Shelly, I didn't always have willpower. If you guys see any pictures of me when I was in college, I was 180 pounds, no willpower. But now I have figured it out that if I want to be happy and I want to feel free, I want to eat what I want to eat, that I have just decided to cut down my portions to what's actually feasible and go from there. So, our potatoes are done in their first step. So I'm going to set this here. It is hot, so be careful. Grab oven mitts if you need it. So here are our potatoes, and then it just says to rotate the potatoes. I'm just going to kind of grab in here with my hand. It is hot, but it's not too bad. The vegetable broth smells good. Let's just grab a fork and just turn over the potatoes. Oh, they are already super, super soft, you guys. So that's good. They're nice and cooked through. Just to get them evenly, you want to flip them around a little bit. Hello, Rosemary. How are you? Amber, hello. Hello, Buffy. I know I am praying for all of you guys that are dealing with that hurricane right now. The way weather has been these days is crazy. I'm sure that's way more than I'm supposed to use. About 2 cups. Yeah, so I don't know. That's probably more cauliflower than I was supposed to put, but that's okay. All right, so we've got about 2 cups of cauliflower in here. Then we are going to cover them again, and then we are going to cook them for another 7 minutes in the microwave. Like so. All right, and then we are going to mash up the potatoes and the cauliflower, add milk, butter, 3 onion, microwave again. So the main part of this recipe that may be something that people have not heard of before or have not done before. Yes, Selma, agreed. Reading the back of labels are not fun. Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate it. So the one thing of this recipe that might be a new technique for somebody is the process that we are going to do with the sour cream. And what we want to do is we want to temper the sour cream. When it comes to dairy products, if you get them too hot too fast, they will curdle on you, and that is not what we want for this recipe. So I'm just going to go over this really quick with you. As far as the recipe goes, we are going to place the sour cream into a small bowl. I am just going to use a measuring cup. And we are going to put our sour cream, hold on, my measuring cup's upside down. We are going to put the sour cream into the measuring cup, and then once, yes, Cassidy, so awesome. Once the liquid, the soup that we are making is nice and warm, we are just going to take a tablespoon at a time and whisk it into the sour cream nice and slow to temper the sour cream to stop it from curdling. If you just throw it into the mixture all at once, you will not get the desired effect you are looking for, and that is something super, super crucial to pay attention to when you are making a soup that has any kind of dairy product in it. That's why a recipe like this, as much as I love our cooking blender, you'd have to be very, very careful with it because of the sour cream and the milk that we are adding into it. Into that hot blender will cause it to curdle. So this kind of step you will wait until the very, very end and add it in there. And so we are going to do 1/4 cup of sour cream. I'm seeing 107 on my side, Cassidy. Hello, you guys. If you are new here, welcome. I am Riley with Mom Fueling Hungry Boys. We are making a potato cauliflower soup today in our Rockcrok. And if you do not have a Rockcrok, you can steam these vegetables and cook your potatoes on the stove first if you need to. We do giveaways at the end of the show. 40, 80, 120 live views. 120 live views is 3 giveaways, 80s is 2, and 40 is 1 giveaway. You have to be present to win, here and hanging out and commenting. So if you want to win, you do need to comment and be available in the group. So this is my measure-all. I love it on top of using the spray bottle for the sour cream. It makes life so much easier. We're just gonna stick it in here and then you just push the measuring cup and it cleans it out. Nothing left behind. As long as I can scrape it with a spatula to get the very, very top layer of sour cream out of there. Nothing left behind. Super handy, no waste when it comes to syrups or anything thick. Mayonnaise, sour cream, peanut butter. You guys are awesome. Everybody's counting with me. Hello, you guys. It did work, Maggie. Hopefully they stick around. Welcome. If you saw this video just shared into a cooking group that you are a part of and you have never seen me before, welcome, you guys. This is a lot of fun. I'm not a professional. I'm just a mom at home that loves to cook with you guys. If you have any questions, please comment them. What I like to do is I share the recipe a day or two beforehand so that you can get the ingredients for this recipe and then we cook along together in real time. So I do not prep anything ahead of time without warning you first that I'm going to do so that while you're cooking with me, if you have a problem, a question, or anything, we are cooking together. You do not have to pause me. You do not have to rewind me because we are live and in color. And welcome, you guys. I've been doing this since October of last year. Hello, Liz and Carrie. Yes, you are so awesome. Thank you for sharing. I made gravy today using my roux technique and it was great, Deb. That's awesome. Roux is such an amazing way to thicken anything. Take a little bit of butter, a little bit of flour, and thicken up your dish before you add in your milk or your cream. It will be perfect every time. Yes, Kelly, you need to. The measure-all measuring cup is awesome. I recommend it in any kitchen. So versatile. You honestly could throw out your wet and dry measuring cups if you just wanted to stick with the measure-all because it does both. Flip it over, you've got your wet. Flip it back, you have your dries and your solids. So awesome, you guys. Okay, so we've got our sour cream in here. Our cauliflower and potatoes are almost done. We have 2 minutes left, and then we are going to mash them up and add in our milk. So we're gonna get our milk ready. We want 3 cups of milk. Here we go. I'm using 2%. You guys can use fat-free or whole milk. That is up to you. Obviously, the thicker your milk, the more creamy and delicious your soup is going to be. So we're doing 3 cups of milk. I love this measuring cup too because you don't have to pick it up. You don't have to go down. It shows your measurements right here on the side so that you can see them perfect every time. Awesome, you guys. Thank you for coming. Make sure you leave your reaction on the post. That's how you get entered into the giveaway. Make sure you comment, say you are here, tell me where you're from. I love all the newbies that are in here. Hello, Rosemary. Yes, you do. These measuring cups are a lifesaver, you guys, when it comes to my measuring spoons as well, because they fit perfectly no matter what. All the way up to a tablespoon fits perfectly into any kind of seasoning container you have. A McCormick, a Pampered Chef. Stick it in there, pull it out. You're not trying to push it in there or pour it into the measuring spoon. It is awesome. Yes, Kelly, they are. Yes, Deb, you definitely could. Definitely could use half and half. Half and half is half cream, half milk. So it will be creamier, but it won't be as creamy as heavy cream, and it won't be as thin as skim. Hello, Paige from Minot. I am from Minot too, you guys. I live in Des Lacs, just a little bit out of Minot. The measure-all measuring cup, you guys, this is awesome. Like I said, if you don't have a dry measuring cup or a wet measuring cup, this covers both of them. Dries and solids go here. Liquids go this way with the little pour spout here for you guys. That's how it goes with this measure-all measuring cup. Solids and dries and solids and liquids this way. That's how it goes. Super awesome, super handy. Sunny, Arkansas, Sherry, oh boy. I hope you guys are all staying awesome. Okay, so we've got our milk ready. Now we need, we're gonna leave that for a second. Now we need about 2 tablespoons of butter. I am using salted butter. I don't really use unsalted that often unless we are baking something. So we want 2 tablespoons of butter, and then we want our 3 onion rub. So this is from Pampered Chef, a 3 onion rub. What it has in it, if you do not have a 3 onion rub, it has dehydrated onion, dehydrated red onion, salt, onion powder, and a little bit of sunflower oil. This is all gluten-free and easy to use. We have so many awesome seasonings, you guys. So I'm going to grab this out, the Rockcrok, out of the microwave. Please make sure that you use pot holders of some kind because this dish will be getting hotter and hotter for us. I'm going to stick this here. Our little silicone trivets. Stick this like that. All right, so we have our potatoes and our cauliflower are here. Set this off to the side. We are going to mash this up. It says to coarsely mash it, so we are going to leave some chunks behind. Nobody likes a smooth soup. We like this hearty soup, you guys. When it comes to potatoes and cauliflower, I want to be able to really taste it in there. It's so good, you guys. Thank you, Rosemary, my new shelf in the back to carry all of my awesome Pampered Chef items that don't fit in the cupboards or are too pretty to put away. Yes, Sandy, you are so welcome. What I realized with this measuring cup is a little different than the other measuring cup that I used to use because I kept trying to figure out why, when I flipped this around, my measurements were upside down now. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because that's not a fourth of a cup right here. I was like, that's not a fourth of a cup. That doesn't make sense to me. So it wasn't until I got a tutorial on it that it actually measures this way, and then your measurements are correct liquid-wise, measuring it like that. So I did have the same problem, Sandy. All right, so we've got our potatoes and our cauliflower all mashed up in here. Now we are going to add in our milk and our butter. What I'm gonna do with my butter is I am gonna cut it into a little bit smaller pieces so that it is easier for it to melt into the mixture. So I'm just gonna cut little pieces, just about 3 like that. We're gonna mash that in there. Shouldn't take long. What I love about the Rockcroks is they do retain a ton of heat. So you do need to be careful, obviously, with your hands, but also the bottom of the Rockcrok. Always protect it with a pot holder or a silicone trivet if you have it. So we got our butter in here. Now we are going to add in our milk. What I think I want to do, I'm going to add about half of the milk in, making this soup extra yummy. And then I'm going to add my seasoning into the milk and stir it up a little bit so that it really gets nice and incorporated and doesn't get stuck in a chunk somewhere in the dish. So I'm gonna grab this 3 onion. Oh, you guys, look at how pretty that is. They leave those nice yummy chunks in there. You can see the ingredients. You can see the red onion. You can see the garlic. You can see all that yummy stuff that's in there. Super awesome, you guys. I love seeing my ingredients actually play out live and in color in a rub of mine. Yes, Shelly, I just have the one measure-all and I absolutely love it. Deb, yes. When I got home, I pulled my milk out and stuck it at room temperature. It helps to stop your potatoes from getting gooey and thick and glue-like. What I like about that, you guys, usually I do my butter that way too, but this time my butter was a little colder than I would like it. But when you are making mashed potatoes, I do recommend that you set out your sour cream, your ranch, your milk, your butter, any of those items that you are putting into your mashed potatoes. If they are at room temperature, they will stop your potatoes from getting thick and unappealing. So just always keep that in mind, you guys. Room temperature when it comes to potatoes is so much better for your recipe altogether. So we've got our butter in here, our milk, our 3 onion rub, and we are just going to microwave it for another 4 minutes. Everything is cooked, but what they want to do is kind of bring this back up to temperature again. So I'm going to stick this lid on. I'm going to grab my silicone mitts, lift it up. We're going to put it in for 4 minutes, And then we are going to temper our sour cream, which is what I was talking to you guys about. So we are going to add a tablespoon of the soup into the sour cream and whisk it around a little bit at a time until it comes up to a warm temperature. And then we're going to add the sour cream back in, stir in our cheese, and whisk it until it fully melts, and then add a little bit cheese, green onions, bacon, whatever you want on top of your soup, and then it's ready to eat. Yes, Shelly, you are so welcome. So these next 4 minutes, I'm going to give you guys to leave your reactions on the post, and then after we are done tempering our sour cream, we will do the giveaway. So right now, hit that reaction button at the bottom of the screen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you are new here, you want to hit this down at the screen. Doesn't matter how many times, doesn't matter which one, just hit it and you will get entered into the giveaway. I'm going to refresh the page right now, and then all those names that are in will be entered into the giveaway at the end of the show. Yes, Jessica, all the random things that I have picked up and learned over time. You know, sometimes people know them and sometimes they don't. Sometimes I didn't know them up until 2 weeks ago. You never know. I learn something new all the time. Yes, Jessica, I wish you would have two. It smells delicious. Hello, Lacey, how are you? You guys, this smells so, so good. That 3 onion rub really, really put a nice smell in the air. Sticking it in that warm potato soup has really filled my kitchen full of yummy smells. You made homemade spaghetti. Yum. Do you make your own noodles, Patrick? I have a friend, Jason, who makes them. Hello, Heather. I am glad you are good, Lacey. All right, you guys, let's get these names pulled off. We have about 2 more minutes for that soup to heat up. So I'm going to get the names kind of organized for the giveaway at the end of the show. Yes, Sandy, so good, you guys. Smells delicious. I can't wait to throw some cheese in it and get ready to eat it. We have 87 people getting entered into the giveaway, which means we are doing 2 giveaways today, which is so, so awesome. Hello, Darren in Arizona. Darren, did you know I'm going to be in Arizona for a week and a half? At the end of September. I would love to meet up with you. I'm meeting up with an awesome customer that has become really, really close with me. We are going to meet up and go to a restaurant together. So Darren, if you are around and want to meet up with me in the Fam Bam with your daughter and your wife, I would love to see you. Darren is a member of my Pampered Chef team. Super awesome. Yes, you guys, and when this is all said and done, we're going to stir in the cheese, and we are also going to stir in our enrichable. So you do not need to cook this in. It can just be stirred in at the last second. Yes, Sharon, I think so too. We should come up with where we are going to meet up because we are going to be there for a while, and my mom works a lot during the week, so we'll have some free time. We'll get a rental car, so we'll be able to drive around. I know some things are still shut down in Arizona, but I'm sure we could find something fun to do. Hello, Dad. How are you, Morgan? Hello, Deb. What is up, you guys? So I'm just organizing these names, but we are still going to do the giveaway after we temper our sour cream in this yummy soup. And then we are going to stir in that pea protein. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about as much as I know about the pea protein that we are going to be adding today. We also have another one, which is our kale one. I'm a little scared to use it because I know kale does have a more distinct flavor, and I'm worried that my kids will pick the flavor out. So I've only tried the pea one so far, and that's the one we are using today. So here is our soup. So this is the pea protein we're going to be using today. It's vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and made without nuts. You can add it to smoothies, batters and doughs, pastas, rice, oatmeal soup, ground meat and ground beef substitutes, sausage spreads, dressings, and dips. So what it says is, like, on the back it gives you a gauge of how much you can add into what type of item without it being detected, which is awesome. You cannot taste the pea protein at all, which is super, super awesome. Hello, Cindy. Yes, you guys, it really, really does save you time and money. Yes, you guys, this is from Pampered Chef. Yes, Sandy, I know, and you're so close to me, and I haven't met you either. Yes, tempering your sour cream is really important when you're mixing it in with something hot. All right, hello, Kathy. So what we are going to do, we are going to add 1 scoop per serving, and we're good to go. So when it comes to soups, it says to do 3 scoops. So that is what we are going, no, 2 scoops, sorry, 2 scoops. So I am going to take this out, and it comes with a cute little measuring cup. Dropped a bunch on the table. So I am going to do my pea protein. Then we are going to temper our sour cream. So my pea protein is in there. Like I said, this bag is way less messy if you open it the right way. But I opened it and it split open, so now it doesn't seal like it's supposed to. So I put it in a Ziploc bag to keep it safe. All right, so then what we are gonna do, our sour cream is here. We have our 1/4 of a cup of sour cream. We're gonna take a tablespoon of the soup, put it into the sour cream, and just whisk it together, nice and slow. Add a little bit at a time. So that was 1 tablespoon. Throw another one in there so that you do not overwhelm the sour cream all at once, because then the sour cream will curdle. Oh no, Renee, you are so late. We are making this yummy potato cauliflower soup right now. We are tempering our sour cream so that it doesn't curdle when we stick it into the soup. We have cauliflower, potatoes, 3 onion rub, milk. We're gonna put some cheese in there. Potatoes, I think I already said. All sorts of yumminess. I'm gonna just do 1 more scoop of the soup for good measure. Make sure our sour cream is now warm. And then we will be ready to do our giveaway. Perfect. So it's nice and warm. We are gonna stir it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that tastes like a what are they called? Double baked potato or twice baked potato. Double, twice, same difference. It's so good. That 3 onion rub is so good. All right, so we're just scooping the sour cream out of there. And then I'm just gonna whisk this all together with the pea protein into the soup. And then I am going to stir in the cheese until it is all nice and melted. We are using sharp cheddar cheese that we grated ourselves here in the kitchen. You can use the store-bought shredded cheese if you want to, but I like this fresh stuff the best. Yes, you guys, this is so, so good. Yes, Heather, you do always watch while you're hungry. I'm gonna throw this second set of cheese in here. So you only need about 4 ounces of cheese. I did about 6 because we love cheese in this family. Yes, Charlene. I think you'd be surprised how different recipes will taste when you temper your sour cream first. It will not have as much of a sour taste to it, which will be kind of refreshing, I think. You guys, this is gonna be so, so good. So our soup is done, ready to serve. If you want, you can just keep it in your Rockcrok. It will keep it nice and warm. It retains a ton of heat until everyone is ready to eat. I am just gonna keep it here, and I am going to just scooch it over a little bit so we can do our giveaway. I will have, scoot this over, just a bunch of cheese here on the counter. All right, Eileen, will you pick 2 numbers between 1 and 12? 2 numbers between 1 and 12. Not too long, Carol. I bet you could have it for leftovers tomorrow if you started now to drive here. Do you live like towards Williston, Sydney area of Montana? Or where west do you live, Carol? I know I have your address. I just have never looked. 7 and 11 are going to be our numbers today. Remember, if you see your name being pulled, that doesn't necessarily mean you have won. It has to be pulled on the number that we pick. I do that to keep it extremely random so that nobody feels cheated out of the process. Please be honest if you have won already this month so that you don't win twice in 1 month. You have to wait until next month. So please, please, please be honest. Heather is here to keep you honest. She has my list of people who have won already. So we are going to do this, you guys. We are going to pick 7 and 11. So number 1, and I do remove your names so that you do not get pulled again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one, 7. Tabitha Looper, are you here, Tabitha? Tabitha, please comment if you are here. We're going to move on to number 11, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Crystal Sewell, Crystal. I know we had a Crystal win this month, I think, but I don't remember which one it was. Crystal, are you here? Tabitha and Crystal, please tell me if you are here so that I can do your giveaway. If not, we will pull another name. I do not, Darren, I do not have the slow cooker base for the Rockcrok. If I did, you can definitely stick it into your slow cooker on low to keep this dish warm, which is super, super handy. What we're talking about is this actually, yay, Tabitha's here. This actually goes into a slow cooker base so that you can keep your different dishes warm after you have already cooked them, which is awesome. You can just slide them right into the slow cooker base. All right, you guys, so Tabitha has claimed her prize. Tabitha, send me your name, your shipping information, your email, and your phone number, and I will get something sent off to you. We will give Crystal another couple minutes, and then we will pull another name. I am going to grab a bowl, and I am going to dish myself up some soup. The boys had pizza for lunch, so I'm not sure if they're hungry. But I am. My kids, I tell you what, they're 5 and 3, and they can polish off an entire frozen pizza to themselves. So I usually just try to stay out of the way, and if there's extra pieces, I'll eat them. But if not, I usually don't get much. All right, Sandy, I can see you. Yes, it's called a Rockcrok. All right, Heather. Have you seen Crystal and I just haven't? I just want to make sure because it does filter every once in a while. Did we see Crystal is not here? So we will pull the next name that we pull will be our winner. Ready? One more name. Vicky. Vicky Gosling. I think Vicky won. I think. Recently, Heather, let me know. I feel like her name is familiar, but that just could be because we have been talking. Here we go. Let me know. I think it is just because we have been talking. Because, yeah, the last time she won was May. So I think Vicky should be good to go. Yes, Vicky's here. Vicky, you have won. Again, congratulations. I have your shipping information, your email, and everything. So I should be able to send you something. It says May 18th here, but you may have won in June too. I don't know. Congratulations, Vicky. You are here and you have won. I'm sorry, Crystal, we have changed the rules up, so if you watch this later, just make sure you're present next time to win. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I'm excited for this coming week. We have an awesome fall release party going on, so I'm excited to start sharing some of our new amazing fall products that we have with Pampered Chef. So our winners today, you guys, were Vicky Gosling and Tabitha Looper. Vicky Gosling and Tabitha Looper are our winners today. Thank you for hanging out. I do giveaways on every show. I am live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and on the weekends. I hope you guys have an awesome time. I will see you guys on Tuesday.